What should we ask the tarot today? I have my Ask the Tarot Love and Abundance Edition Oracle deck that I designed myself. There is a link in the bio to several decks that I've designed and also for same-day private readings. But in the meantime, what should we ask the tarot today? If my person was open, what would they like to tell me? Spirit, for those that this resonates with, what would their person like to tell them? What would their person like to tell them? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got King of Cups, the Emperor, Strength, the Chariot, the Three of Swords, and the Magician. So out of 6 cards pulled, 4 of them are major arcana. This person has significant thoughts and feelings about you. Let's start here with this Three of Swords. This is a card that speaks of heartache and grief. And with the illustration, you can see it almost makes it look like a rose, which is very symbolic of love. Combining that with the King of Cups, we can see that there are some deep emotions. I'm hearing the words, that ship has sailed. So I feel like this could be somebody from the past who is feeling still quite heartbroken. We can see that they are still holding on to this little ship. To me, it almost looks like a memory of what once was. I am getting that the two of you had a very significant and strong soul bond here with the Strength card. In a more traditional deck, we would see an infinity symbol above their head, suggesting that there is an eternal bond between the both of you. In fact, what I'm really getting with the Emperor card is this person was perhaps your divine masculine, or at least one of your divine masculines. And there was a very strong connection between the both of you. But I am feeling like there was some kind of disappointment here with this Three of Swords. And this has them deeply in their emotions. The King of Cups is usually someone who is able to express their emotions and who is able to communicate clearly. However, I keep picking up on this situation here, and this feels like something that's happened in the past that they are unable to let go of. And I genuinely feel that they are not expressing this properly to you. And I believe for whatever reason you may have moved on. I believe that this person was given all of the signs by the universe. We see these birds here, who are often messengers. Now, I believe that this person is actually trying to manifest for the both of you to come together again with the Magician. We see the image of the swan here, and swans mate for life. We see the butterfly, which is talking about a transformation. And the greenery here is showing new growth. It very much feels like the energies have switched. It feels like this would have been you in a previous time. I think that you originally wanted this, and you could feel that this was a potential divine counterpart. But I'm feeling that they did not act on this at that current time. So now I feel that they are trying to manifest you. And what's interesting is the Chariot card usually is speaking about one of the fastest moving cards of the deck. So potentially they believe that manifestation could happen relatively quickly. However, the artist has chosen to create the Chariot with a snail, and as we know, snails are not fast moving creatures. They might quite literally go around and round and round in their mind, thinking about you and about this situation. A snail is a very solitary creature, And it feels like this person lives a very quiet life now. Maybe one in a lot of solitude. I really feel like there's regret here. And this person is having a very hard time moving on. Once again, traditionally, that is not what the Chariot card means at all. But this illustration resembles painfully slow movement. Let's pull a few more cards. Spirit, what would the person like to say to the viewer? It feels like someone who's from the past, who has deep regrets, who's having a hard time moving on, who would manifest a different outcome. What would they like to say, please? What would they like to say? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, Justice, and the Two of Wands. I believe that they may really romanticize the thought of you. They may look at the moon and the stars and think of you being under the same celestial blanket. There are a few cards within here that suggest that you may be at a distance from one another. We see that with the King of Cups, and we do see it with the Chariot. The Two of Wands is a card of mental manifestation, and they may tell you that they visualize and dream of the both of you being together. If they could wave a magic wand and change everything, they would. The combination of the Magician's card and the Justice card, speaking about a life mate which we had seen with this Swan, and the Justice, suggests a legal commitment that they would want with you. Once again, they have given this much thought and have tried to balance things out in their mind. The Ten of Wands gives the idea that this is a heavy burden for them, a burden that they carry. There may have been other responsibilities. I had noticed that when we look at the Emperor card as well. We see someone who has lots of bonds to others. These could be responsibilities, or they could be mindsets, which eventually weighed them down. I feel like they chose a different path, one that appeared maybe simpler and very beautiful. The grass may have appeared greener. However, what they really want is this tulip. Now, in Western society, we see the roses as symbolic of love, whereas in other cultures, it is the tulip that is seen as the perfect love. And what's very interesting is the Queen of Pentacles. Look what her dress is made of. It is made of tulips. You were the gold, you were the treasure, you were the perfect love. They know this now, and it weighs heavily on them. I do not think that you feel this burden. I feel like you have evolved into someone who is very grounded and secure within themselves, more beautiful and more radiant and successful than ever. I'm very curious as to whether this person would actually say all of this to you. Spirit, I know that they feel this way towards the viewer, but will they actually come through and say this at any point in time? Will they actually communicate this? We have the Seven of Pentacles, which is talking about taking a very long time. This may be a situation that has been harboring for months or even years. I actually feel that you already know this about this person. That this person is slow to grow and slow to move, as we had seen with the non-traditional Chariot card that we see here. It feels like this person goes round and round in circles and very much holds on to the past. Of course, this is a collective reading and it is not meant to resonate with everybody. If you would like your own personal reading, there is a link in the bio to same-day readings or one-on-one Zoom calls.